We will not fall to rogue judges. We will not fall to people trying to be political when they should just be doing their job, respecting the president.
Donald Trump learned from his first term that he needs to pick the most sycophantic bootlicking lapdogs that exist in the Republican Party to support his administration this time. He doesn't want any John Bolton types, any Rex Tillerson types, any James Mattis types, anybody who might get in the way of the fascist overtaking of the United States government, the fascist infiltration of our democracy. So he puts people in place, even illegally, even against the rules and against the regulations and against the norms and against the wishes of the system. And by the system, I mean the laws, the rule of law of the United States under the Constitution, to which Donald Trump has sworn an oath multiple times. It's not a suggestion how this works. It's law. And Donald Trump is so emboldened by the Supreme Court ruling that he has absolute immunity from his criminal actions taken while president, that you cannot prosecute a sitting president for anything that he does, up to and including, it was argued before the Supreme Court, deploying SEAL Team 6 to assassinate political rivals. That was an actual argument made before the Supreme Court. That's where we are. That's the kind of power that Donald Trump has been imbued with from the Supreme Court, 3 of whom he appointed. That's where we are it's fascism, folks. It is fascism. So when he appointed Alina Habba through a series of personnel moves, it was illegal. And now she is illegally serving as the U.S. Attorney for the District of New Jersey. Illegally serving in her role in law enforcement in the Department of Justice. This is the headline from ABC News. Federal judge rules Alina Habba unlawfully serving as U.S. Attorney for New Jersey. Trump had named Habba, his former defense lawyer, as New Jersey's interim U.S. Attorney. His personal lawyer. There are many now who were his personal defense attorneys in the many criminal cases against him that he has now appointed to high positions within the Department of Justice. People who were on the payroll of the Trump organization are now on the payroll of you and me. A federal judge in New Jersey on Thursday ruled that Alina Habba is not lawfully serving as the U.S. attorney overseeing federal prosecutions in the state, dealing a blow to the efforts by the Trump administration to maneuver its hand-picked appointees into acting roles at prosecuting offices around the country. You see, here's the other element of this. When you appoint someone acting or interim, they bypass the Senate confirmation process, the constitutionally outlined, the mandated by the United States Constitution, the process that has been outlined for 150, 180, however long the process has been when the federal courts were organized. I don't know the history to speak extemporaneously about it, but it's been a long time that this has been the case. And Donald Trump wants to disregard the law. He wants to disregard the process. He wants to disregard the Constitution and do things his own way. And a federal judge said, no, that is not how it works. After reviewing several issues, this is from the judge, after reviewing several issues of first impression, the court concludes that Ms. Habba has exercised the functions and duties of the office of United States Attorney for the District of New Jersey without lawful authority since July 1st, 2025, said Judge Matthew Brann, the chief district judge for the Middle District of Pennsylvania, in a 77-page order Thursday. He went on, quote, the executive branch has perpetuated Alina Habba's appointment to act as the United States Attorney for the District of New Jersey through a novel series of legal and personnel moves, Judge Brann wrote. Quote, along the way, it has disagreed with the judges of the United States District Court for the District of New Jersey and criminal defendants in that district about who should or may lead that office. Quote, Faced with the question of whether Miss Habba is lawfully performing the functions and duties of the office of the United States Attorney for the District of New Jersey, I conclude that she is not. That she is not lawfully qualified, lawfully performing the functions and duties of that office. Now, Miss Habba, Alina Habba, the Trump goon sycophant, grinning moron, Alina Habba, the loser lawyer. Think of which cases did she win of Donald Trump's? Loser. And here she is losing once again, rushing to Fox News as quickly as her little feet can pitter patter her there to talk about this, to whine about this, to scold the judges that they need to do their job and respect the president of the United States, as though that is their job, as though the job of a federal judge is to bow down and revere the dear leader, to respect the president. Watch this.
Number one, I was the nominee to become the U.S. Attorney, and Cory Booker and Andy Kim, who I have never to this day spoken to in my life, despite my attempts to meet them, have truly, truly done us a disservice. And frankly, same with Senator Grassley, by holding up a traditional blue slip, not a law, and not allowing a lot of the president's picks to go through and be voted on by Senate. I didn't even get to that point. Then fast forward, it goes to the judges. 17 federal judges in the state of New Jersey, 15 of which are Obama and Biden appointed, that just like, frankly, we saw with Tish James, tried to use their seat for political motivation. I am the pick of the president. I am the pick of Pam Bondi, our attorney general, and I will serve this country like I have for the last several years in any capacity. You might try and change my title. You might try and fight me. But just like today with New York, we will win. We always do. It just takes time. But it's disturbing what we're seeing. It's not surprising, but it's disturbing. They think they have a voice for 5 minutes. They try and be activists. And Pam Bondi called it like it is. The attorney general said it today. We will not fall to rogue judges. We will not fall to people trying to be political when they should just be doing their job, respecting the president. And you can't get rid of the president. Almost 100 million people voted for him, and he is still and will be forever the 45th and 47th president of the United States.
There's a whole bunch of nonsense there. And we will not fall to people who are being political, says the woman who defends Donald Trump's early morning raid using his secret police of John Bolton, his former national security advisor. You want us to not be political. This smacks of Republicans. What we're witnessing right now with redistricting everywhere, it's another kind of a thing. Greg Abbott does the thing, redistricts in the middle of a census era. In the 2025, you're supposed to redistrict at the end of the sentence or a census. 2020, 5 years later, they're going to redistrict. And then when California says, oh, okay, we'll do that too. No, you can't do that. That's illegal. That's what they're doing here with this nonsense about not politicizing things. She goes on to say, like you heard her say, they should just be doing their job, respecting the president. I hate to break it to you, fucking moron. A federal judge's job is not to respect the president. And furthermore, Donald Trump did not receive almost 100 million votes. 77 million. You're off by 23 million votes. Alina Habba. Are you that bad at math? Or are you that good at kissing Donald Trump's asshole? That is the question that remains, and that is the question I will throw to you to answer in the comments or via the voicemail line, 714-576-4054. And of course, as always, you can email me daily@dollemore.com. Follow me on social media. Wherever you are on social media, I am no longer active on the Nazi Twitter, but everywhere else I am at Dollemore. I'd love to see you there. We also started a Facebook page. Not a decade too soon, we started a Facebook page for the Dollemore Daily. And you can follow it over there. I would appreciate it very much. We are on a drive to get to 10,000 followers, likers and followers, whatever it is, over on Facebook. And we are over 2,000 now, so we are just 8,000 away. We could get it done today. We could get it done today. Please check it out and share this content natively over there. Anyway, I love and appreciate you very much. I'll see you next time. Be genuine and take care of one another.